The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on the Slandering Table are for entertainment purposes. The following conversations are candid conversations amongst friends and guests of the show.
We never intend to offend any people, communities, or organizations. We're simply here to have a dialogue.
And if any of these thoughts, views, or opinions expressed on the Slandering Table hurt your feelings, we recommend you find a different podcast to listen to. Viewer discretion advised. And of course, enjoy the show.
I know that you're waiting for the love. Take your time, we don't gotta rush. All I need is you, babe. It's you, babe.
I know you guys have been wondering where we've been. We've been loading up the clip. And we're back. Welcome back to season 3 of the Slandering Table. Make some noise for yourselves.
Can we get much higher?
So high. Oh. That was good, right? See, I got the vocals on deck. I've been practicing singing, actually. It's going to be a new...
Have you actually?
No.
Look
at you. Yeah.
No,
It's time
What?
for
To
the
do what?
426
426 mixtape.
I forgot about
yeah,
that.
Yo,
that-
I still got the beats.
He
I
only
still got
made
the
the
beats.
track.
I still
yo.
got the beats. Nigga been waiting
He's
for
the only
3
one that made
years.
the track.
Actually put some work into it.
I do remember that
We'll
shit.
see about
That
it.
shit was...
Well, we don't even live together anymore. It's
Don't
like
matter.
426 tape dropping next
Yeah.
426.
426.
former
Yeah, it
2-6.
No, former
For-
26.
former 2-6
Until a
tape.
murder happens in that apartment.
Anyway,
We know we've been MIA for a bit for the last few weeks, but we kind of had a...
it's been over a month.
Yeah, it's been over a month. Yeah.
But don't
uh,
sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
our
been over a month.
our season ended, y'all just didn't know, and neither did we, but we're back, and this is season 3, and like you saw in the trailer / promo, it's bigger, it's better,
Yeah. I'm
and
like,
it's
what
blacker.
are you talking about?
We're wearing the same outfits.
And we are,
Facts.
the people we're
My
bringing
nigga's
on this
dirty.
table this season, you wouldn't believe.
We don't even know.
Yeah, it's coming.
We don't even
But yeah, no, we last episode that we talked to you guys, we covered quite a few topics, but the first topic we did cover, which was starting to pick up in the news, was, as they're calling it, the Great War.
Civil War.
All right.
Against two of hip hop's most prominent acts of the current generation, Aubrey, Drake Graham, and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. It was
Crazy.
it was the beginning
I was
when we
conflicted.
talked to you. I think that was before Push-Ups came out, so like that was after Like That. So the Like That verse came out. People were like talking about it. They were waiting for Drake's response, and that was the last time we picked up with y'all. And now here we are, fast forward a month later, and we have a lot to pick up on as far as that goes, because it started a war and ended a war in the time that we've been gone. We've gotten 7 tracks in total, I believe, since Like That. We got
No, it's more than 7.
No,
it's an even number.
so
I think
we
it's
got
8. 4 on 4.
we got
Yeah, it's 4 on 4.
Push-Ups.
I could have sworn
It's
Drake
even.
has more.
No, it's
You
even.
got
Nah, Kendrick
Push-Ups,
has more.
Tailor Made.
Yeah.
You have Family Matters.
Well, no.
Hard Part
616.
Well, in
No, wait.
order. So
no,
so
but he just did it.
so
he just
in-
did 4.
so in the order.
I don't know
was-
the order, like back.
Well,
Like,
well,
I don't
yeah.
know it.
Nah, the order was Like That.
Okay.
and
yeah.
then
you
It was Push-Ups.
nigga
Drake.
got it in the notes. Yeah.
It was Push-Ups, Drake, and then it was Tailor Made Freestyle by Drake, and then Kendrick came out with Euphoria. Then he came out with 616 in L.A.
Okay.
Then Drake dropped Family Matters, and then Kendrick dropped Meet the Grams, and then he dropped Not Like Us, and then Drake dropped Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
So
That's so like. Yeah, they were. Yeah,
we,
they were firing back and forth at each other. It was just whatever.
I've been getting questions all since this whole thing has happened. People have been asking me for some reason. I don't know if it's because I rap or just because I like hip hop, but
You're a music nigga.
yeah. But like everybody has been asking me
All right.
about my opinions on this whole thing. And I've been given like answers here and there, but I kind of wanted to keep my full thoughts for the podcast. But I will start with y'all. Now that we are looking back at the Great War between Kendrick and Drake. We have,
He's starting it off.
I think we've witnessed the greatest, at this point, the greatest hip hop beef of all time.
I mean, were we alive for the other ones?
I mean,
Yes. You've never been alive for a hip hop beef? You
I
don't
mean-
remember Drake and Meek Mill?
Oh,
you
well,
don't-
I mean,
Drake and
Pusha.
Pusha T,
that one,
50 in Game,
I don't.
Game
Ja
and
Rule.
Unit, G Unit, Game and everybody.
All right,
Shit.
yeah.
Game and Rick Ross now.
Dipset and D-Block?
Eminem and Benzino.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, JP.
Yeah, Eminem and Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm,
So what's the question me and Ash?
So, my question is,
What was that one? Warning shots. Yeah, warning shots go crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. Meg.
that wasn't on record though. It
So
was
it
just
was?
like,
It doesn't matter. Go ahead, JP.
all right, yeah. So, yeah. What are our
Tory and Meg?
thoughts on?
Yeah, all right. Actual shots. Yeah. Tory and Meg.
My thoughts,
On the whole sheboing.
honestly, it's clear as day. Kendrick got it. Kendrick.
Go ahead.
You'll have your
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. Kendrick has he's a lyricist at the end of the day, and he said a lot of shit that went over a lot of niggas' heads.
Brother.
And niggas can't even deny that.
Niggas need
shit.
a degree to understand this motherfucking
You gotta
lyrical
be
break.
woke, nigga. But like Drake, he put out some good diss. Some of them were good beats too, as well.
Some good diss.
Some good diss.
Just yeah.
Some good
What?
diss.
Yeah.
Sound like something else, but go ahead.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Big D.
And there's video proof.
But yeah. All my thoughts. I think Kendrick won. He won the war. Drake was battling him, but Kendrick won the war.
What was your favorite song in the whole?
I would say Euphoria,
Okay.
and it's close to Not Like Us. You can
You're
get
saying,
jiggy.
like Not Like Us is second for you.
It's a close second.
What do you think was Drake's best song that he dropped?
Family Matters.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
I know you're dying. Actually, well, wait. What do you? No,
I
want to hear
gotta
you.
go
I want to
K.
hear you.
You
I
gotta
wanna
go
hear
K,
you.
'cause
No. Let me hear
We
you.
all know who this nigga loves.
No. But
We all know who he stands for.
No, this is gonna be. I feel like this is worth waiting for. I want to hear yours because I don't think yours is gonna be as animated.
No. It is. You was actually listening to like all the tracks on the way.
You don't want to hear you talk about
He's
this
ready.
shit.
Go for it.
Well, we can have an open discussion. We
Okay,
don't gotta
yeah.
do it by turn. Like
When I talk about a nigga getting bodied, Kendrick bodied that nigga. No, there's no discussions to be had. I don't even give a fuck what this nigga about to talk about. Drake said nothing. He defended nothing. I'm too famous to be a pedophile. Talk to Kells about that. Talk to Weinstein about that. Nigga, you got cooked. Oh, well, where's the proof that I ratted? Where's the proof that I don't have a daughter? Nigga, shut up. Where's the proof that nigga beat his wife? Where's the proof? Nigga, I fed him that information. Shut the fuck up. Nigga got cooked bar for bar. Nigga had a whole therapy session put on him. And now, niggas just this weekend just was dancing to your diss song, nigga.
In the
This
club.
Friday, nigga, I was two-stepping to Not Like Us.
they were playing that shit in the club.
Yeah,
Bro, he
Yeah.
repeated it 3 times.
You were there?
No.
Oh.
He repeated
Yeah.
it 3
I
times.
No. I was niggas be in the club, and then that song be popping up.
All right.
That nigga played that shit 3 times
An
back to back
encore
to back.
standing ovation is crazy.
They're not like us. Yeah.
That shit is so fucking
Oh, no,
fire.
Got the
yeah.
West Coast going crazy.
That
yo.
knuckle shit. I don't know.
That'll fuck him up. Drake got
Oh, the 2D one.
Yeah.
I seen that.
there's a lot of quotables, but most of those quotables from Kendrick. You feel me?
I was gonna assemble like my favorite
record.
bars like from each.
when you talk about quotables, like niggas can't. When he gets to talking, ask him one quotable from any of them Drake songs. I bet you he can't name.
Nah,
nothing off
Drake
the top
got
of
some quotables. He
I'm
has.
not
he
asking
does.
you.
He
I'm
does.
asking K. Sean
Alright.
Beatty.
Don't get him started.
The Drake fan.
Well, first off, before we continue, have we all heard all the songs?
Yeah, multiple times. All of them,
Okay,
multiple
all right.
times.
No,
You?
No.
You haven't
Yeah,
heard all the
because
songs.
he's a glazer. glazer.
I've listened to all of the songs. I've only listened to all of the songs once.
That's fine. We just need to.
I
you just
wasn't-
need to be
I
able to.
I was so over the beef by like, what was it?
Well, after Not Like Us, I was
616.
done.
I was just like
All right.
once
You were done before it even started picking up.
I was so over it.
Nah,
I was-
because 616 came out, and then that weekend is when we were getting bum bum
Yeah.
bum bum.
Yeah,
Like,
I
That's when the chat was going crazy.
yeah, that's when I was just like, you
Twitter
know
was
what?
at its
This isn't for me. This isn't for me.
Oh,
I
brother.
bowed out gracefully.
And Taylor Made was
His
trash.
man's was getting cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
let me bow out gracefully.
Drake, what's going on? Fight back. Yeah.
Taylor Made was garbage, by the way.
He was
I
good.
just think the whole AI thing
You know what? I
was
agree.
super corny.
If you asked me this like last week, I would have agreed.
Nigga,
with
come
you.
save you.
I listened to it again on the way here, and it's tough. I just don't like the like the
VJ.
AI thing is it was a weird choice.
That
but
nigga
like
did a Tupac AI voice, bro.
I think it was creative.
I think it was creative.
We no.
I don't know how
we know Kayshawn.
I don't know
Yeah.
how history's gonna look back
No.
on that, but I think it was creative.
Snoop alive, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Snoop
it's,
wouldn't have been able to pen that verse. No disrespect to the dog father, but when was
Drake
the last
not
time
able to
Snoop
pen
Dogg?
the-
When
Drake
was the
not
last
able to
time?
pen these verses, nigga.
All right. I think
20
Drake.
v1.
I think Drake wrote every
But I got smack niggas that write with
Think
you.
Drake wrote everything?
in his songs. Nigga, you in a rap beef. You can't have people writing for you during that.
Drake is having nigga. What did niggas say?
You're asking for quotables. So
no, didn't they say Lil Yachty wrote back to back or something? It was one of his songs.
Bro.
It was one of his
Yachty-
songs.
Yeah, Yachty can't help you. Nigga, even Kendrick said it.
Yachty was like, nigga, 18 when Back to Back came out. I feel like,
No,
or
he
even
wasn't.
16. He was like a teenager.
What year
like,
that come out?
2015.
There was a meme I seen.
He was on XXL
You-
Freestyle 2016.
You know the line Drake had in Family Matters? He was like, Dot's shit only popping when Baby Keem put his pen to it or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like a gif of like Oppenheimer like walking in the desert like smoking a cigarette, and it was like Baby Keem writing "Sing About Me" at the age of 12 or some shit. Like, and that,
Okay.
I have to find
Nigga was a
the
lyrical
tweet.
Go cook.
There's nothing to
Nigga
cook
said at
about.
the
No,
age of
no,
12.
there.
No.
I have
Because
no.
when I said Kendrick, you were just like,
No, because it's just like no. I'm fine that Kendrick won. I don't really care.
Well, do you think Kendrick won?
we
I
need
don't-
your opinion.
I don't think anybody.
your
I really
opinion?
don't think anybody won.
Elaborate.
I really don't think anybody won. Right? They both dropped the same amount of songs. Right? On each end. Drake said what he had to say. No proof on Kendrick beating his wife. Kendrick said what he had to say. No proof of Drake being a pedophile. It's like it just was hearsay on both ends.
I agree with you on that
There's
because
a lot
it
of
became-
evidence, my boy.
It became
Is there though, Maalik?
Listen to Teenage Fever again in A minor.
Oh,
while you
fucking
at it.
goodness. Okay.
well, just as far
That's-
as like definitive evidence now, like yes, Drake is an oddball, right? He has questionable relationships with teenage
Nigga
women
said
in his
he's
past.
a fan of
but we
girls' high school basketball.
for the sake of like this conversation, we can't double confirm he's a pedophile, right? So like we can't double confirm he's not. You know what I mean? They don't
But he
have.
looks sus at the end of the day.
He does look. That's what I'm saying. Like he looks questionable. So
And that's all it
the
takes.
claims against Drake have more weight than the claims
Yeah.
against Kendrick.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's harder to judge when it starts becoming a gossip game. When it's like
That's why I said it's
"Well,
like
you
who,
beat
yeah,
your
who was
wife,
messier? That,
you
like,
touch
yeah.
teenagers. It's
Yeah.
like, but I'm just going off of the content in the songs, lyrically going back and forth. Like what was the most impactful? Like that's how you judge
I
who won.
really-
The gossip outside of it, like yes, that's a part of the beef. You have to talk about it, but like at the end of the day, we got to look at it on face value.
Objectively. Okay.
Who
I'm-
did better job on their
Yeah,
songs? Like you know,
I'd say Kendrick did win, but it's because he was messier. Like, you know what I mean? And it sounds like bitch shit. Like I'm serious. Like, because if the roles were reversed and like niggas were like, oh, Drake just beats girls, but Kendrick was the pedophile, niggas would say Drake won. And we all know that.
no pedophilia. You can't come back from that.
You
Nope.
can't come back.
Nobody's
that's-
gonna crown a pedophile a winner.
No.
He's saying
No, I'm
he's
saying
if Drake
like,
called Kendrick a
if
pedophile.
Drake called Kendrick the pedophile, niggas would have been called like,
Well,
oh, bro,
Well,
it's clip
well,
for
here's
Kendrick's music.
That's what I'm saying. We have years of damning
Evidence. That
against
Millie Bobby
Drake.
Brown shit.
If you were to just
Bad.
because if I'm in a rap beef with you and I'm like, yo, Kayshawn be into bestiality, he fucks turtles. If there's no
Turtles.
evidence from your past
Get
that
me
shows
off of this fucking podcast.
That snapping turtle be snapping.
if
They could be
yeah.
watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, those are male turtles. All right.
yeah.
Yeah, TMNT. Anyway, continue. Yeah, why?
I mean, does the sex of the turtle matter at
I
that
think
point?
yeah, because then you know,
You still fucking turtles.
at least I'd be gay though. It's like you know what I mean?
Is it gay if you're like?
Yeah.
I don't think gayness is the.
I think the bestiality
Bestiality
over
is the more
like.
Yeah,
I feel like if niggas said you were gay, like if we found
Gay turtle
Evidence.
porn, like you know what like turtle porn, and then there's gay turtle porn. Like y'all gonna look at me differently because
it's not
gay.
turtle porn.
No.
I'm gonna look at you different because it's turtle porn.
Yeah.
The gender of the turtle is not the concern.
Okay,
We, bro, if you came out and you're like, you're gay, it's like, all right, cool. You know, we
look, he can't even look. He's childish. Niggas can't even keep a straight face
yo,
when they're
if
talking
you came
about.
out that you were gay, like, all right, we knew for a little bit, blah, blah, blah.
new for us.
Nah, that is insane.
That's
Yeah,
a
gay
great.
Sean Beatty. It's true. It was always true.
All right,
But niggas found out that you was fucking animals, we be like,
Yo,
Gay
so
Sean Beatty.
what's the more damning evidence?
be sure.
Yeah, case on bestiality, beady. Yeah.
taster beastie.
Yeah, yeah. Beasterality. Yeah, beaster coffee. Okay. Yeah. This is what this is what y'all been waiting on, by the way. Yeah.
Welcome to season 3.
Yeah. So stupid. He's crying over here, by the way. Kendrick won, but it's because he had the more shocking evidence, right? And it was like, oh, Drake has another kid. And it's like that was also something that niggas did not know about. And it's like the fact that she possibly might be 11, right? Or so. It's like that's crazy because it's like
I think it was 12.
niggas didn't even find out about Adonis until like, you know, the story of Adidon. And it's like nigga, you had a kid before that? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, well, how many kids you really got going? Like, you know what I mean? At this point. So it's
Kendrick
like,
said something about that on Meet the Grams. He was like, to all the kids that out there waiting for their dad to show up. et cetera.
yes. So
I feel like that might have been added for like theatrics.
Sure.
I don't think Drake has a bunch of kids running around, but like
we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we
but I
really-
don't,
we literally
but
don't
if
know.
If I had to guess, I wouldn't think that's the truth. The daughter thing might have truth to it.
Right.
I just until something comes up, I can't confirm that.
So I'll give Kendrick the edge, but honestly, that's why I said like I don't really think anybody won. They both dropped the same amount of songs. Sure, there's some clips of Drake doing questionable sus things.
They have a lot of.
Yeah.
They have a lot.
I
of
need
I
a
don't know
Max
the evidence.
Ween.
When I told
need
you,
a Max Ween.
when I literally like I dropped the beef
Niggas
because
posted that fake ass comment on Billie Eilish's post in the chat. I was like, all right, y'all
I don't
believe
know.
this.
But that's
She was
why-
like 18. He was like,
I don't know.
what did he say? He was like, yeah,
Finally or something.
finally,
It
like
got-
that. I'm
yeah,
like,
I
all right.
About
No
time.
way y'all believe in this.
I don't know. The beef just got tiring to me very fast.
I was
So that's why
over
I
it
was just
after
like-
Not Like Us. I
Yeah.
think Not Like Us was like a kill shot because it's like the thing with like Kendrick, he went to Drake's world. He was like, okay, you're giving me a bunch of like bops and like catchy stuff. I could do that too. I'm gonna do it West Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Drake also went to Kendrick's lane as far as like just lyrical breakdown. But by the time he did it, it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
Because Push Ups was like, is a catchy song. It bumps, like, you know what I mean? Family Matters, it's got beat switches, but it's for the most part, it's like got some sing-songy melodies. Like, you know, I was trying to keep it PG. It's like, yo, this is not the time to, because you going up against a sinister lyricist. He's psychoanalyzing you.
I've been waiting.
Like, I've been waiting is insane. Yeah, the emoji.
Yeah. The hot emoji. It's the fucking.
You know, that's a good angle that Kendrick took, by the way, is like it wasn't just like, yo, like you a bitch, you a pussy, this, that, and the third. He's psychoanalyzing his character. He's breaking it down. And Drake is such a public celebrity in the way that I don't think Kendrick is a celebrity necessarily. He's a very popular artist. Like, but like a celebrity is like somebody who's mixy, who's out in the scene, dating other models and celebrity, like, you know. So Drake is like that. Like, Drake is a celebrity.
Yeah, he
right?
said it in his one of his songs, like, yo, I don't live for this, you do. Like, this is your lane. So,
Yeah.
like, it's just like,
Yeah, so like I feel like you know, because Drake's out there so much, we've seen his flaws and we see how he is, like and he cosplays as different characters throughout his career. Like,
That's a bro.
like Duke was really on the phone talking about like, yo, I think Drake really getting niggas hit off in Toronto. I don't know that, but at the same time, like Kendrick said on Euphoria, he's like, once a lame, always a lame. Like you
were a
got
lame
money
growing
now.
up?
You got
just a lame
you got
with
money now, so it's like you're not really that guy. Like he's, the whole. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. That's the same with me. I think that's the same for most of Drake's like core audience. Like, don't pretend to be something you're not, and that's fine. Like you don't. This is 2024. You don't need to be on some super thug gangster shit to be accepted in hip hop. And I feel like when Drake was just like embracing his just goofy corniness around like the nothing was the same, take care time. It was like, all right, like he's a goofball, he's a cornball, but it's admirable because like he's not trying to be anything else. But then he went against the advice Wayne told him years ago when he was like, yo, stick to what you know, stick to the girls and the clubs and all this other stuff. Don't try to be a gangster because like the thing in hip hop, often when you portray an image, you're now challenged to
prove that you're
prove
that,
that
image.
you are that image. Like nobody's going up to Gambino like, yo, prove you a weird nature ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But like if you're pretending to be a tough guy, people are gonna test you. So and now you see his house getting shot up and stuff. Like
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
But this
his
is-
security guard.
That's
took
why I
the
was like,
bullet, right?
beef,
but
beef
like
gone too far.
Nah, like this is like they said 4 times this week. The security's caught somebody jumping onto his premises trying to like break in, and it's becoming a dangerous game. And this kind of comes into, and I hate like getting on this Malcolm X shit, but like I feel like
Them
when
new London niggas about to kill you.
What?
chill.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, you talking about Tudo and them niggas? I don't care what they talking about. I don't care what they talking about. They love them some Drake, but
That's who need to be on this episode.
Facts.
yeah, Drake. They be over here screaming.
Top 5 rappers: Drake, and Drake.
Yeah, like I
And
feel
Aubrey.
like that's what's been weird about it. Like people ask me like, rather than like the music, they'll be like, "Yo, what's your thoughts on the beef?" And it's like, I have conflicting feelings on rap beef. I said it on the last episode we had. I was like, yo, I could argue. I was talking to Eric. I'm like, yo, I could argue that rap beef sets us back, right? And it came to pass where like, yes, this was an exciting moment for the culture. You saw the news covering it. You saw like sports media cover. They like the NBA on TNT. Like they came back
they're
from a
gonna play
commercial
this on
break.
ESPN.
Yeah, and they were playing Euphoria. And
I saw that shit on Fortnite. It showed Drake and Kendrick on Fortnite.
Yeah, that one was fake. That was
It
fake,
was
but I
fake,
saw
but
that. I
That
saw
would
that.
have been the
It would've
most
been,
money
yo.
they've ever made. That would have been
Kendrick and Drake skins.
I would have came back for that. I would have came back for that one. Okay, hop on. I'm on.
Hey, pause.
What's it called? But yeah, so it became like culturally impactful.
Yeah,
right?
it was a moment.
It was exciting for hip hop. My thing is, it goes to show, and moments like this always show me who's not a real hip hop fan, because niggas were coming out of the woodworks like, yo, hip hop is alive again, finally. Why does conflict between two powerful black artists have to bring you into hip hop to show you that it's exciting? Hip hop is constantly pushing out great talent. I mean, I know it's the popular thing to be like, oh, hip hop's dead, blah, blah, blah. But like, we are in the internet age. We have Apple Music, Spotify. Go do your fucking homework and try to find the great hip hop that is out here. Because for every, I'm trying to think, like for every a lot of people don't like Youngboy. I'm not gonna say I don't like Youngboy, but like people use Youngboy as an example when they try to discredit hip hop. They'll be like, oh, NBA Youngboy and niggas like Playboy Cardi, even though I also fuck with Playboy Cardi. They'll use these people to like try and push their narrative that hip hop is dead. But I'm like, yo, for every Playboy Cardi and NBA Youngboy, there's a Shmino, and there's Buddy, and there's JID.
Don't hate on Shmino.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying for every bad example they have, I can name 6 other great examples of how hip hop is alive and well, and even in a better space than it has been in the past. But people see beef and they're like, now hip hop is alive and well. And it's like, yeah, as a competitor and a hip hop lover, I like to see 2 guys go at it lyrically. Kendrick said, it don't gotta get personal. This is a friendly fade. He said that on Euphoria. But as a black man, I knew where it was going to go. It never stays hip hop. It always becomes personal.
Violent.
Yeah, because it has to escalate, right? Especially
it's
in
a
this
dick
time.
measuring contest in
Yeah,
our community.
But especially in this day and age where everybody on Twitter, I was on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and people, as these tracks are dropping, they're giving their opinions like, damn, Drake said that, yo, Kendrick said this. And it's like, to win the masses, you have to just keep escalating what's being said in the tracks. So like, if I'm saying, haha, you can't say nigga, I raised my son, you don't raise your son. Like Euphoria was some jabs, but it wasn't like kill shots. But then Drake had to be like, you beat your wife. Your child is your manager's child. That's where it's like now
It's always about a bitch with that nigga.
but
man.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm
always.
Kendrick, if I'm me, if you're
All right,
if you're accusing, if you're saying, yo, Jet, your kid is not your kid, it's Kayshawn's. Now when I see you, I gotta see you. This is not fun and games anymore. What you're saying, it's not just fighting words. Niggas die behind words that niggas have died for less, right?
Niggas that over 2K.
So now,
When was this?
You didn't know about that?
R.I.P. Lil Snoop.
I don't play 2K.
But no,
Why do you have to play 2K to know
No,
this
I
story?
I saw recently on Twitter that DJ Academics, he did research and he said like, yo, Dave Freeze not Kendrick's son.
You didn't have to
From
do
his
any research to do that.
No, he said from his understanding, Dave Freeze is not. And he also said that Drake lied about
Bro, you're a master manipulator.
yeah,
Like,
all
come
of
on,
his
man.
narrative.
Everybody was
He
lying,
said he was
bro.
pissed
No,
off
that's
of the
why I
fact
bowed
that
out.
there was a
Lying.
mole, and he lied that
Well-
saying that he knew about the mole. But
Well, real
In
quick,
that
just
sense.
to finish my point though, like
Nigga Drake a liar.
I
nigga.
just-
he is, yo.
All right. You're a liar.
he said he felt into the narrative of the fans, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna run this shit up.
Yeah.
Well-
that nigga's a liar.
well, real quick, like, you know, I'm not gonna be too long-winded. Well, I've already been long-winded, but I'm gonna try to wrap it up.
Big D.
You know,
I keep saying that. Yeah.
Cause he said it.
You might be the fish. Yeah. You might. Yeah. You want to tell us something,
Who calls
JP?
each other? Who calls himself Big D? Just as a flex and say, I got the videos at the proof.
I don't know.
That's some
Cool.
corny ass
That's
shit.
your champion, yo.
I don't have a champion in this beef.
well,
That's your favorite artist.
yeah, nah. I'm left conflicted. Like, if we're talking about who won,
What you conflicted about?
no, just the thought of this whole thing. I'm obviously saying Kendrick. I'm a Kendrick guy. Here's the thing about people choosing who won. Well, first off, that's my whole bit about how I feel conflicted about beef in general. Like it always escalates and then it becomes more than just, oh, it's bars, then now it's violence and hopefully nobody gets killed or shot or whatever. But well, the bodyguard got shot. He didn't die. Hopefully nobody dies over this shit. But to the whole deciding who won, I was trying to be in the chat. Niggas were over here roasting me like, oh, your boy's getting cooked. First off, why are you saying my boy? Kayshawn is a bigger Drake fan than I am. We'll say that, right? I'm not saying that as a derogatory thing, but
No,
now,
it's facts.
but now it's
This
considered.
nigga is the
but now it's
glazer.
considered a nasty, dirty thing to like Drake. When coming into this, y'all loved Drake, and now y'all like. I don't like.
It was very quick to see
Who's
how.
acting like that?
No,
It was very quick to see how fast niggas jump ship from Drake.
In a chat we were in, everybody was like
It was
really
very quick.
they were saying I was glazing Drake just
So-
because I was playing devil's advocate and trying to
So real
present
quick,
the other. Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. That I was just
Nigga
playing.
been going.
I was playing.
Yeah, you've been
And
going.
I was playing devil's advocate and I was just trying to, like, they were like, damn, Kendrick, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, you know what I mean? Drake is still in this shit. And they took that as, oh, you're sucking Drake. I'm
He was
like,
getting bodied.
so when
Bad.
we were talking about it, I was saying that Kendrick was winning, but not by knockout. When I was originally talking about that, because I don't think it was by knockout. I think it was still a good sparring match at that point.
There was no sparring in that.
I was my fault, and I'm
Just
saying
don't
that.
like Drake though, Malik.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what
Like,
I'm
I
about
might
to
be
get
a
at.
stan, but you don't like Drake.
But it's crazy because I listened to the songs more than you have. So
Okay.
I'm confused. I gave him props on what he did great. But go ahead.
But how did you start this episode off?
He got bodied.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that I don't like somebody. He got bodied. I'm saying my opinion. He got
Go ahead.
bodied.
My flaw in this whole thing, and I'm saying flaw in the eyes of Aunt V, Andy,
Not your
whoever
name.
else
Yeah,
dropped
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah. What they gonna do? Yeah. Beat them up?
Yeah, what they gonna do?
Who gonna
But-
stop me?
Yeah.
The Soldier Boy.
Yeah, pay me, nigga.
Well, in their eyes, I feel like they saw me and Paul. Gotta include Paul in the shade. They saw me trying to be impartial as look, he taking Drake's side. Y'all niggas know I am the biggest Kendrick fan in this chat. What are y'all talking about? Word for word, bar for bar. Malik, don't do that. We're not even gonna do that. But like,
Y'all want to see that?
yeah,
Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments.
I don't know about that.
we could play Section 80 up until Mr. Morale, and we could see who can like how he be over here knowing every breath of a Drake song. Yeah. But anyways,
That's for another day.
you know, I was just trying to be impartial in the whole thing. Obviously, Kendrick's my guy. I was leaning Kendrick. In my head, you know, for 10 plus years since they've been going back and forth, throwing subs at each other, I've been titillating, thirsty for this beef. I'm like, yo, I want Kendrick to just come cook this nigga.
And he
And
did.
now that we are here, I don't think he cooked him in the way that I thought he would in 2014, but he definitely won.
Yeah.
By a landslide.
Because as a
wasn't by
lyricist,
landslide.
as a
Like,
lyricist, when
oh,
you're
yes.
looking at the lyrics and you're breaking down the entendres and like all the different witty like wordplay and you know the entendres and stuff like that, like Kendrick's definitely got it. He's just a better writer than Drake is. But Drake did hold his own. Kendrick is the winner in my opinion. But the problem I didn't like to see on the internet was people weren't being impartial. Before Kendrick ever opened his mouth, niggas chose a side. Before Euphoria ever come out.
I didn't.
Yeah,
They-
no.
Like even when I'm not talking about you.
I
I'm
think-
just saying people.
I
are-
think even if Drake won the beef and he did cook Kendrick, you wouldn't admit it to yourself.
No,
Yes, I
no,
would.
no. We would.
You,
niggas would give
y'all would
niggas
not
their
admit it
flowers.
to yourselves.
I'm not saying
Yes,
I
I
hate
would.
Drake, but I would
Yeah.
give niggas their flowers at the end of the day.
Nobody from one side was ever going to admit the other one won.
Yeah.
Like so the Drake stands would have never admit, oh niggas saying all this lyrical spiritual, nobody trying to hear all that. This shit is boring, this shit is whack. They were saying that up
millennial.
until Not Like Us came out, and now it's like, well, whatever. He's just lying on the track. And it's like, so
He's just lying.
And then the Kendrick fans were over here like, this nigga's not saying anything, blah blah blah. Like it's this song's mad filler. This shit is whack. The beats are whack. The lyrics are whack. It's like, bro, like Kendrick is just so much more cerebral and this, that, and the third. It's like, yo, it's okay to give one. Because what's the fun in just acting like one nigga's just beating one up and the other one's not fighting back?
Yeah.
What's the fun in that? We're gonna look back, I think, in history, and we're gonna look at this as like one of the greatest, or if not the greatest, hip hop beef of all time. It couldn't be that if both niggas weren't coming out swinging. It couldn't. If Drake was just out here putting out some bullshit, we would be like, yo, Kendrick's killing this
Nobody's
nigga.
saying that he put out bullshit. It was in comparison.
No, people
It's in-
are. That's the
Oh,
thing.
I'm not saying that.
saying you per se, and that's why you haven't been as biased as I expected. But niggas on the internet are acting like Drake. Like I've seen, Kendrick cleared 4-0 sweep. Are we dead ass? So Drake just was out there doing cardio.
I say it's a gentleman's sweep. Family Matters.
Honestly, nah.
I'll take that more than just a straight sweep.
Family Matters
is hard. Family Matters is hard.
Wait. Family Matters, especially that second beat. I was even
That
saying
shit, he was going
that
crazy.
second
All right,
beat.
just because he
he
getting loud doesn't
spazzed
mean you're
out.
right.
But
But the problem with that second beat is that he kept talking about
it wasn't.
a lot of other niggas.
He wasn't focused. Even though
he keeps talking about other niggas other than K-Dot.
if he came out the gate with that, if
Beat is crazy.
if push-ups was if the first halves was push-ups and then it switched to the first beat of Family Matters and the second beat, then that opening like shot would have been. That's where the first round was where you're supposed to talk about the other niggas. You're already knee deep in against a lyrical assassin, and you do a beat switch where you're talking about Rocky and Rick Ross. Nobody wants to hear responses
give a
from
fuck
those
about them
niggas.
niggas.
I don't want to hear Rocky get in the booth. Please, God, don't get in the booth.
Even he said that in the track. He was like, "Nigga, you're not gonna drop another song until you have another kid." He said, "So what? You hit my BM first, like."
And he was like, yo, even when you drop, they're going to say it's mid again. I can't lie. Drake cooked him because nobody... Like, I like Rocky, don't get me wrong. But every time the nigga come out with some shit... every time Rocky come out with some shit, it's that Jose Mourinho meme when he's taking the headphones off. I'll be like, yo, turn this bullshit off.
I think Drake already.
This about to go viral. Rocky about to see him be like, yo, who the fuck is this bum?
Drake
ass
already
nigga?
had to.
Nobody
He
knows.
had to confront too many niggas already. So like, you know what I mean?
Should've had
It's-
to
He just
confront one.
focused on one.
yeah,
He only had to confront one.
He wasn't focused enough. But I will. Family Matters is hard. That's the best track. I agree with what you said. That's the
it's
best
Drake's
track
best
Drake
track.
dropped. That third beat switches had like some of the funniest bars on there. Because it was like, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Somebody go give him a Grammy right now. Like, where's your uncle at? I want to talk to the man of the house. Because he said, my auntie's
yeah.
a man now.
Yeah.
My auntie's an uncle now. Like, from... it was funny.
niggas over there.
And then he had another line on there where he was like, everything I say is going to go over his head. It doesn't
matter what I say.
What I say, yeah, you know, and then he like doubled down on the short bars. The short
Which is
bars and
corny.
push-ups was stupid, but the short bars in that was funny and clever. Like he was like, I'll find the lyrics, but
And nigga was like, when Whitney hits you or you hit Whitney,
is
it's
it
a
self-defense?
self-defense.
She bigger than
Than
you.
you.
That was hilarious. And then the song ending when he was like, "There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to see." they clean up. What is it? He's like, they cleaned up the fact that you beat on your queen. They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat them. You dead. Like, I thought it was funny. You did. Like, that was really good. Like, I remember, like, when it came out, I was listening to it.
But it's
and
not
then
supposed to be
Duke
funny. It's not supposed to be funny.
He is supposed. That's
It
supposed,
is.
that's supposed to be
It's entertaining.
funny.
He's saying some bars, like those supposed to be bars. They're
But
not
like,
really
nah,
funny.
it's supposed
But it's
to be
entertaining.
funny. Yeah, like Kendrick had some funny shit, and like not like us is fun. Like you know, like
You don't want to work with
I
me
don't
no
think
more.
Kendrick was. That was my thing. I don't think Euphoria had some jokes in it, but I don't think it was funny
That's
enough.
the way Kendrick say shit.
Yeah.
Not
You
like
wanna
us.
work with me
Push a
no
P,
more.
push it.
Niggas who are anti Kendrick were over there like, man, these why I oughta ass bars, like the way he was.
Why I oughta.
Like it was funny. Like I'm not gonna lie, some of the stands from each side had some jokes that I was laughing
That's
at.
why I
like,
said it's like I was mentally drained by like what was it? What did I say? 616 came out.
What's your favorite song in this?
I don't have one. I listened to each song like maybe once.
You gotta. At least.
you don't like push-ups? That's up your lane.
Push-ups was I will probably have to,
drop,
Yeah.
drop.
I might just give it to
No,
push-ups
that's
because
push-ups.
that's when I was yeah, I might just give it to push-ups because that's the only song that I actually fucking sat around and
That shit is
listened
not
to,
good,
and that was
bro.
when I was interested in the beef. Like when it first started, I was like, yeah. And now, and you know, by the time 616 dropped, I was like, nah.
I don't think push-ups is good.
Okay.
Like that shit's not. If it was good, it would be played in the club, and it's not.
I think people are just favoring.
No, they were playing in the club, but like I feel like it's recency bias, not like
Nigga, you
us
was
came out.
outside?
All right, oh brother, not yeah.
I've been outside since those songs were out. not since not like
What
us.
was our invite at, right? We went
It's-
outside.
Chill. But anyways, the camera's on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You're loud. You did.
You did.
So what's your favorite song?
He said
Overall?
Family Matters.
No,
But,
no.
I mean,
That's
from Kendrick.
Drake's- that's Drake's-
from Kendrick.
Yeah, my favorite song from Drake is Family Matters. My favorite song from Kendrick is probably still Euphoria because I'm not playing Meet the Grams back. Like it was good
You're a
to
sick
listen
man
to.
with sick thoughts.
Yeah, but it's like I don't want to hear.
Should die.
I don't want to hear that, Matt. Like you know, it doesn't have the replay value. I do like 616 in LA a lot. So Not Like Us and Euphoria are my two favorites. If I have to pick one, probably Euphoria. Probably.
Okay, so like if we was to rank them, right?
Oh brother. Yeah.
Euphoria, Not Like Us.
A
Probably
t- a
what?
tier list.
Hold on, right? So look, Euphoria, Not Like Us, definitely S tier, right? You want to do tier list? Cool. Those are S tier, right? Then probably Family Matters 616, and then
Yeah.
Meet the Grams.
I'd say
Meet the Grams has no replay value. It has a lot of shock.
Meet the Grams is a very
It's a sing about me ass song.
Sing about me.
Yeah, like Kendrick, sing about me.
No,
So do
yeah,
I.
that yeah.
Yeah, but it is like it's formatted kind of the same way. It's like he's talking.
Every
about
verse
the
is a different,
person.
but I
Okay.
there's less replay
Well,
on
not
it
a
for
different.
me.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
different
feel like
perspective.
because of the subject
It's
matter,
the,
like
it's also
him,
the darkness.
Yeah,
of the,
it's like him talking about Drake's family. I'm not gonna be playing that in leisure time unless
Yeah.
I'm going back on the beef. I think
You
that-
lied about your surgeries.
Yeah.
You lied about your religious.
You lied. That's why Kendrick is just, he's on a different level as far as just like creativity. Like nobody thought Euphoria was going, like I was, that's why when Euphoria
first
came
beat,
out,
that first part, I was like, is he really
you
about to
over
do
a
some-
Teddy
I was like, is
Pendergrass
this-
sample?
Yo.
I was like, at first, I felt weird about Euphoria because I'm like, this is not what I expected. But like, when I
And then
took
the
away
beat
my
switch, yeah.
expectations, when I took
Nah,
away
he
my
switched, I was like, oh yeah.
well,
it's over.
I heard the whole song and I was like, I don't know, I don't feel like it was strong enough. But then I started living with it and I really started like, you know, breaking down the lyrics and stuff. And I'm like, this is like one of the most creative diss songs ever. Because like, you know, it's not an ether where it's like fuck Jay-Z. It's
Yeah.
very like on the nose, like you know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But with Euphoria, he's over here like your superpowers get neutralized. Like, you know, like he's like it. That's what I just.
famous actor
I
we
thought it
once
was
knew.
just like it wasn't juvenile how most rap beef has to be, where it's like you're black and your hair's nappy, you have no shape up. It was like coming at your character, you have no game. You like, well, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but like, if I had to take the Kendrick approach,
Let's
tell
step
me,
out.
yeah.
like,
Let me
but
get in the booth.
but
Yeah.
he's psychoanalyzing him. He's like breaking down his character flaws. And I think that was just like a very genius angle to take. Plus, he turned the people against him when he started talking about race and he started talking about him being a culture vulture and obviously the pedo accusations. Those
Yeah,
three things.
he checkmated
turned-
him.
like, you
he checkmated
can't-
him. Yeah.
He knew Kendrick knows where he shines. And though this is a hot take, Kendrick does, I feel like, panders a bit sometimes. I think after To Pimp, his reputation became one of like this prophet / activist when I feel like he's been trying to shed off that reputation. Even after Mr. Morale, he's like, yo, I'm not your savior. Like, chill with this whole like activist angle. But like when To Pimp came out, it was like, he was like anointed as like one of the black voices.
Mhm.
So that reputation is kind of stuck with him 10 years later. So when he was dropping these songs, I don't think that was his intention per se, but it became a conversation of like people like, man, y'all niggas ain't real hip hop because Drake represents everything that hip hop isn't. He's not black. He's not a black entertainer. He's imitating black culture. That I don't necessarily 100% disagree with. I mean, I don't 100% agree with. I'm somewhere in the
Agree with
middle.
it.
Drake is a culture vulture where he
Yes.
vultures off different cultures to keep a relevant sound and relevancy in music.
And who does that?
I don't think I don't think he ever what like identified as closer to his white side. Even if you like that old video of him like singing the R&B song with his dad, like Drake comes from a very like deep-rooted black musical family.
But like Kendrick
his
said,
uncle was Larry Graham, like, you know, his dad, you know, is,
we're Al Green in them.
you know, yeah. So they
But my
have
thing is this though. Drake has also been on video saying, "My dad wasn't around. I didn't grow up with my dad family."
right.
Blah, blah.
But he also
Nigga be
he's
lying.
told stories over the years how he used to go to Memphis and live with his dad, like, you know, so like I feel like that's
Jewish,
where
bro.
that's where his like his actor thing comes in. I feel like he had to early in his career he had to say how his dad wasn't around to like give himself some type of like struggle.
But see, that's the same shit.
But like
niggas
then
put
he
logic on.
But then he was like, he had to use the fact that his dad lived in Memphis because it's like, what you mean I'm Canadian? I lived in America. I was in Memphis. It's one of the most dangerous black cities. I was out there. Like, so he had to like, I think
he
that's
wasn't out there.
he's been
yeah.
playing a balancing act his whole life between what he wants to portray himself as. Do you want to be somebody who grew up without his black father? Because if you're taking that angle, then your only claim to blackness is gone.
Yeah.
You mean the thing that gives you your authenticity, your blackness?
We don't
You're
wanna hear
saying
you
that
say nigga
thing
no
wasn't
more.
in your life and it didn't raise you. So you weren't influenced by black culture. But then sometimes you want to say, no, I lived in Memphis and my dad brought me up on this, that. So it's like, which one is it, Drake?
I mean, it's a typical rapper thing for like them to like cling on to something. Just
No,
just
but
for
like-
that street
Nah,
cred.
But
not like
you
that,
don't
though.
get to do that. That, I'm sorry to be personal. That nigga's dad wasn't in his life.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
like,
What
I'm
were
like,
you?
You know what I mean?
Okay.
My dad did not raise me like that. Like, you don't get to just pick and choose what you like. You don't get to pick and choose your backstory to add struggle. Did you struggle or not? It's okay if you
But
did.
niggas be lying in their music sometimes.
Oh, rappers are all actors.
Yes.
But Drake is the one we can tell is
Some.
acting.
A lot of them are, not all of them.
Some.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, some rappers are legit, but a lot of rappers lie. They lie about their street cred. They lie about the cars they drive. They lie about how much they get from the label. They lie about the bitches they have. But Drake, we know he's an actor. We know he has faked the funk here and there in his career. So that's why everybody's pointing it out. And, but, Kendrick turned the people against him. Once you lose the people, you lose the battle.
Because people are starting to realize the shit I've been saying for years. But a lot of shit. No, it's real facts. A lot of shit I've been saying for years. It's a lot of shit that people are saying about that nigga now. He's all over the place. He's a vulture. There's only one type of people on this planet. We don't gotta say too much. That vulture like that.
I'm not gonna say what people,
Yeah,
what demographic.
I'm not gonna say what people, right? But like, let's be serious. He vultures on everything, and there's only one group of people on this planet that do shit like that. That nigga had a bat mitzvah. You had a bat mitzvah?
No.
Did I have a bat mitzvah?
We welcome
Yeah.
those people on the pod though.
Yeah, and they can have the
He's a
arguments.
colonizer.
You feel me? Like they like to say, oh, I got friends.
No, boys
Yeah.
have bar mitzvahs. Women have bat mitzvahs.
Okay, cool, whatever. I'm happy that you.
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sympathizer of Drake.
All right. That's not. Yeah.
So
Anyway.
my point is though, it's like you could tell that he just been doing this for a long time. He picks up, like Drake said, you go to Atlanta when you want this. Quavo said he could be from Northside.
That was
2 Chainz
beautifully
2 Chainz said
executed.
You good, but he lied.
Tied
Like,
it into a historical lesson.
Even
I
when
thought
Drake
that was,
said that whole thing
was
was
slime.
Yeah,
All right.
Drake said, "Oh, something about slaves," and he's rolling it back. He's like, "Yeah, look, this nigga just called us slaves, and y'all niggas just let that shit slide."
Kendrick gaslit him for that one. Because that wasn't Drake's intention. I think he was
called him. He
Yeah,
called the
but
fuck out of
like,
him.
Yeah.
I think both niggas were reading tweets throughout this beef. They were
Bro.
like, I'm gonna take that angle. Like, you know what I mean? Drake was definitely,
plagiarized
especially
tweets.
on Heart Part 6, he was reiterating, like, there was a theory about him sending somebody a fake mole to Kendrick, and he was like, yeah, we set it up perfect and blah, blah, blah.
And that shit sounds stupid.
My thing is, you were on record saying whoever's feeding you your
pussy.
info is a liar.
Yeah, a clown.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
crazy
whoever's-
because we was listening to Hard Part 6 on the way here. Literally, 20-second difference. He said, whoever's feeding this information is a clown. 20 seconds later, he goes, we've been feeding you the information.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You just said those
a lot
niggas
of
are
plot
clowns.
holes in
Yeah.
there.
Proofreading
Yeah.
is not a thing in hip hop.
It's like, yo, you could
apparently.
definitely tell Drake wrote this shit. Or there was a team of writers because these niggas didn't congregate.
And my
about
thing
it.
is, if you're such a
Like,
mastermind,
why
why
say
would
that
you
on
not
Family Matters?
document the process of sending a fake mole to your op?
Yo, imagine somebody vlogged the fake mole.
Then
that would
Drake
be the most
might
viewed video of all time on YouTube.
that could have been Drake's W. Even with all the
Yeah.
good tracks
Oh,
that Kendrick
He
got,
would have smoked Kendrick if he did that.
but he
But
didn't.
he lied.
Yeah,
He lied.
He lied.
Look, that nigga Kendrick already told niggas on Euphoria he's a master manipulator. He already told niggas how he's gonna do all this shit. You gonna push shit on the family front because you heard Mr. Morale. Hard Part 6, he talk about, oh, you got molested. That's not even what the song's about.
Yeah.
he lost a lot of people with that. They
Yeah.
weren't feeling
I
that.
was
Bro,
They were like,
and,
nah.
And Mother Eyes, not
He's
even
like, I
about
was trying to
Kendrick
keep
being
this
molested.
PG.
Another,
I was like, what
even
is-
though it's misinformation and it's wrong based on the song Mother Eye, but the bar about Mariah Carey touch my body, come on, you get like
Yo, yeah.
that shit had me crying.
Bro,
I was like, bro.
That's
he thought he cooked, bro. That Hard Part 6 is not good. That's why I feel like that's why Kendrick not responding.
It's weird because like I was like, yo, we need a
Until Rich should be a
timestamp. Drake.
pedophile, bro.
I do like how they both kind of like swiped each other's like signature like style of like so like Kendrick did 616 in LA, he did a timestamp in a city, and then Drake did Hard Part 6.
Yeah.
Like, they both, it was like a fuck you.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
when
they
I
hate
first
each other.
when
Yeah,
I first
them niggas hate each
heard
other.
Heart Part 6, I was like, damn, this is the bars Drake I wanted to hear. But then when I
The bars are ass.
when I marinated on the content a bit, I was like, this song it's a defense track.
And it's
All the other
distasteful.
songs are it's like turn-based, like it's like turn-based combat.
Yeah.
It's like
RPG.
yeah, it's like I punch you, now you attack, now I attack, now you attack. Heart Part 6 was like, wait, first off, I'm not a pedophile.
Yeah. Block.
Like
Parry.
it wasn't much of a. It wasn't him attacking back, even though. I do like the end part where he was like, "Yo, Whitney, if you need something, hit me, and I promise it's gonna be a lot less like aggressive." Like he had some funny shit in there, but like it was too late. You already spent the whole, however, 4 or 5 minutes
Defending the
defending
pedophile.
your. And I guess you have to do that, but at the
No,
same
you
time,
don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
defend.
yeah.
Don't defend on the track.
no,
Don't defend on the track.
Well, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Don't
If
defend
he
on the
doesn't
track.
address it, they're like, "So why didn't you address the
Yeah,
pedophile rumors?"
yeah.
If he does, it's like, "So
Yo.
why'd you address the pedophile
Wait,
rumors?"
hold on. He didn't address the pedophile shit on Family Matters. Niggas had mentioned it before, and then he was just like, "Oh,
Well, that was before Kendrick like really doubled down on the pedophile.
okay."
stuff.
On Meet the Grams, right? You talking about Meet the Grams?
He toyed with it, not like us. Was just straight up like certified pedophile. Like he wasn't like dancing
Certified
around.
Lover Boys.
Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? The Dragon Ball Super one. Nah, that Dragon Ball Super me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Goku was in the back. Yeah, that nigga dead ass looked like a stick figure. I was like, why did they animate him like that?
Baka got away. Yeah, no, that shit
Bro,
is
I'm
funny.
telling
It's
you, the
funny. Like
quotables-
I don't know. It's just that's why I said it was like after a while I was just like they're just getting on each other. Like you know what I mean? Like it wasn't even serious to me at a point. I was just like they're just your mom's ugly. You don't take care of your like I don't know. Like it was a like you know a lunch. It was like them at a lunchroom table just saying shit. Like you know what I mean?
Boy.
Mhm. Like they were just cutting ass after a certain point.
That's fine, but it's like even like the way the songs are made, the bars, Kendrick shit is just way better.
So
Because Family Matters is the only one that's even comparable to Kendrick shit.
I have a theory, right? A growing theory that, and I got a follow-up question after. I have a growing theory that I think this back and forth was more damaging to Drake's reputation
Absolutely.
Yeah.
than Story of Adidon was.
Absolutely.
Because being a deadbeat, you know how many rappers are deadbeats and niggas still listen to
Imagine
them?
hiding a second child.
But that's not
Mhm.
that's not
I know,
even
I know what you're saying, but I was like, yeah, I know what you
if
mean.
that's true, yeah. But
The pedophilia?
I think the pedophilia angle is like one that actually we're gonna start seeing Drake's. I've been saying he's been plateaued, but I think we're gonna start seeing
The decline.
no,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Cut it out.
Yeah,
It's going to
no,
work.
no,
Cut it
Yo.
out.
Nigga, you gotta understand.
Because
He used to chill with Diddy a lot.
the
yo.
labels are
Oh,
like the UMG is
Yeah,
getting
I see.
involved, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yo,
Oh,
this is hurting."
You fucking with the money.
Yeah, like that's how
bag.
you know. Like you see Drake's stories the last few days. He's like,
I don't
he dropped
follow that
something. He dropped something. He
Right.
posted something that was like, "Good times, summer vibes." Next, it's like he's very clearly trying to like
Yeah.
get away from
Yeah.
this because I think he's conceding defeat, and Heart Part 6 kind of is an audio conceding of defeat. There's no way Drake dropped Heart Part 6 and was like, "Oh yeah, I've checkmated him." No, he thought Family Matters was the checkmate. He even
He
said
did.
at
He,
the
yeah.
end.
That's how I know the mole shit is fake. Like
It
he's like, yeah, I'm going on vacation now.
He was
like,
desperately scrambling.
he thought he cooked, bro. He be just be lying.
Even
bro.
at the end of Heart Part 6, he was like, "Yo, Not Like Us was dope, but I fuck with it if it wasn't you saying some bullshit on it." You conceded defeat.
Yeah.
Not Like Us is the checkmate you thought Family Matters was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made a bop, a West Coast bop over a mustard beat that's getting radio and club play.
Bro,
that-
3 times in a row, nigga, he played that shit.
I understand.
Freaky ass
Meet
nigga,
the
you
gram.
freaky ass.
Yeah.
6ix9ine God. I was like,
Niggas been putting the
Hey,
they put
hey,
the
hey.
Sopranos clip over with Carmella and Furio.
yeah.
Freaky ass nigga, he is 69 God. Yeah.
yo. Yeah, I don't know. It's just
I think
too many memes
when
came
we-
out of it for it to
when we look
for me
back-
to take it serious.
Nah,
when you
Twitter is-
look
Twitter
back
is
on
crazy.
Rap Beef, when you look back on Rap Beef, there could be multiple tracks dropped, but like there's always like one track per artist that you look as the definitive track.
Yeah, it's not like us.
I think
it's not like us.
for Nas it was Ether, Takeover it was Jay-Z, even though Jay-Z did drop Super Ugly, but it was so
That shit trash.
Super Ugly was what I thought Heart Part 6 was gonna be. It's the all right. It's the like, all right, you got the last word, but it wasn't effective enough.
Yeah.
Heart Part 6 was the Super Ugly. It was the conceding of defeat.
Yeah, you never heard them talk about how they was at Rockefeller and they heard Ether for the first time? And they was like, nigga, like, I don't know what the fuck we about to do. It's like, Jay, Memphis, Bleak, all the niggas, Beans.
I don't know what we're about to do.
It's
is
crazy because, like, in hindsight, Ether wasn't even that crazy. Like, it was mad
You
juvenile. You 35 in a karate class. Jay-Z, dick sucking lips. Jay-Z and Cockefeller Records. Like, you are 30
But be called gay back in
in
that
2004.
Yeah, nah,
It was
that-
like, what,
that was a-
2002, 2001.
Yeah, that was the You call it gay. It's like,
Jay-Z and Cockefeller Records won beef. It's like, cocking on my weapon started. Yeah, it's like, bro, like, niggas in 01 were like,
throwing the hat off. Yeah.
Cockefeller Records. Jay-Z was in there.
But I will say that is the equivalent of Drake versus
Freaky
Kendrick.
ass nigga, you was 69. Yeah.
That is the equivalent.
I think not like
Probably
us,
A
not like us, and
minor.
probably push-ups will be his definitive tracks. Maybe Family Matters, but like the ones you look back on per artist and be like, that's the one to like summarize the beef. This
Yeah,
is
like
the one to
with
summarize
the
beef.
Drake and Meek Mills, back to back, and then
Meek
Charged
ain't
Up.
even got one.
No, he
It was that Undertaker track
He
that
had
that
Charged Up, right?
No, Charge Up.
Nigga,
is
that was Drake.
Charge Up is
Back to back is the definitive one in that.
because he
Meek,
dropped Charged Up and then he dropped.
as far as
Back
I'm
to
concerned,
Back.
Meek never responded because that Undertaker track was some bullshit. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, that shit was ass.
But
He was on tour though. That's what.
so yeah, did I ask the question? Do y'all think that this? Well, I was saying that I feel
Is
like
it over?
I feel like this was more damaging to his reputation than the story of Adidon. Do y'all think we're gonna start seeing Drake's reputation? Yeah, like as Kanye said, the what he say the
I think it's already.
he said the death of Drake, not the death. He said the
takedown of Drake or something.
yeah
like
something like that. He was like, yeah, I live for this.
the demise of Drake.
Something yeah, the
Demise, decline is all the same.
Yeah, do you think we're gonna start seeing him losing that top spot he's held so coveted for many years?
I feel like it's the silent after the storm where you just stand there
silent
now
after the
because
storm.
now you see all the damage. It's just like, yeah, I just gotta just take my time. So I feel like Drake might just be a bit quiet in the
I
coming
think
months.
this may be the best thing to happen to his career because if he just takes off he's saying, oh, Summer Vibes next, like sounds like he's gonna keep dropping more music.
he is.
If he just if Drake just sits down and goes quiet, I know this is against everything he stands for, but if he sits down and goes quiet for like 2 years and comes back,
Oh
with
God,
like,
he'd never do that.
I know he wouldn't.
He'd never
but
do that.
If he did that and came back just locked in, focused in, took some ayahuasca, went in the mountains and just said, let me get back to what made me special in the first place and made like a great album, that could be something that people are like, look, he needed this.
Yeah, he could pull it.
I don't think he's going to do that.
He could pull it the baby if he really.
What do you mean by that?
I feel like
The baby dropped a masterpiece?
No, not a masterpiece, but like after the whole
Straight off the rip, I
No, but
baby on baby is a
but
masterpiece.
the
by
baby,
the way.
when the baby was like canceled and shit like that. He went super quiet. He was still making music in here like that, but he was just like, yeah, let me just get back to like what
The
I do.
baby's
and
outta here,
I'm still
JP.
gonna do.
The baby's out of
What do
here.
you mean?
I don't see
I
him
feel like
making
he recovered.
I don't see him making. I don't see him making a comeback.
He's not making a comeback, but he's recovering. He's making a strong recovery.
All right, I haven't.
Would you not agree?
Yeah, not strong. Yeah, he's recovering, but it's not strong. It's not
he's
strong.
dropping songs and niggas are
Who are niggas?
Yeah, if
Who
it ain't
are
me.
these niggas?
Yeah. Who are these niggas? If it ain't me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
'Cause I don't even know
Nah,
what
you feel me?
To be fair, the baby, I'll tune in every now and then. He'll have some shit.
Yeah, he had a freestyle recently. You would like this freestyle.
yeah. I mean, yeah, because he can rap to me.
Oh,
but-
on the LA
yeah.
Leakers spot.
Yeah,
Yeah, nobody's gonna deny the baby can't rap. The
Yeah.
problem is the music is it's copy and paste.
Yeah.
It's Meg.
Tired of it.
I mean, it's like Ice Spice, but people
Yeah,
still
he not
gonna
gonna
love it
agree.
regardless.
Yeah, he not gonna agree. Yeah, he scratched it. Yeah, nigga said.
Nigga didn't open his mouth.
Hit you. Yeah. Crickets.
Quiet, yo.
He hit you with the cricket. Yeah.
He's
He said even Ice Spice. Raggy.
He didn't even open his mouth,
Yeah,
nigga.
you lost him with that. You lost him with that one, JP.
Ice.
lost him.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, so you think you're gonna see Drake get damaged a little bit from this?
Damaged. I mean, if it's already happened, so I don't think there's anything more that can be done.
And they could investigate him.
Yeah.
Okay, well
Or-
then, I mean, the thing with that is he's already what? He's still the biggest artist, right? If
No.
not, Kendrick is right now. But
He's not the biggest. He hasn't been the biggest artist.
yeah,
You talking about in hip hop or just in general?
I mean, I don't know.
He hasn't
Who's-
been the biggest artist ever in
Oh,
like,
okay.
the world.
It's been Taylor.
All right.
Taylor,
well,
no,
okay.
The Weeknd is number one.
What?
All right.
The Weeknd's the number one artist.
Okay.
That's
That's why he
surprising.
disabled. It's like, nigga, you better.
All right,
relax.
That's
well-
surprising, especially after his show.
I think he will
That's
still
nuts.
like his. It's like a blemish on his his career, but it's like it's not going to take him out.
I think Kendrick's next album, if he times it well, because allegedly he's supposed to be dropping soon.
This month or next month.
Kendrick's next
Oh, well, then
album is
good.
going to be his most successful.
I
album,
but
I
that
think.
yeah, and who is that because of? Like that's why I said no.
Okay,
let's
this nigga
let's
goes,
talk.
man.
No,
Why
let's
is
talk.
Kendrick out streaming Drake? So
Currently.
so you're no. This is the argument I don't like against the Drake stands, the Dukes
No,
of the
no, no,
world.
no, no.
Like that
Because let's really
'cause
talk
they're
about
saying,
it.
Kendrick ain't doing these numbers without Drake. So why
Let-
can't Drake do Drake numbers? Why
No,
is Drake
let's-
getting outstreamed?
Because niggas are exciting with Kendrick more. That-
So how is Drake
I don't know
helping?
if it's the better track
so
thing.
why?
It's the
So you're saying Drake is the reason Kendrick is streaming so well,
100%.
but Drake is not the reason Drake is streaming so well. If Drake can do it
100%.
for another nigga, he can't do it for himself.
There are
Why?
niggas legit talking like K-Sean. He was like,
no
without Drake,
100%.
Kendrick would not
if
be where
this
he is
was
right now.
Cole and Kendrick's beef, the numbers would not be the same.
I disagree.
Okay.
I
Them
disagree.
shits
Okay.
look crazy.
People wanted that bad.
because
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be lyrical warfare.
They would, but let's
That's
talk.
like 3,000
Let's talk
versus
about
Nas.
numbers, right? Yeah, let's really talk about the numbers because if we look on whatever fucking streaming service right now, the last 4 songs that Kendrick has dropped are his biggest songs, and that's bad.
Well, they're not the biggest songs. They're just the most relevant. So Apple Music's gonna put
Yeah.
his most
all right.
recent
Well, if it's
and
more
hot-
relevant, well, then that's different. But I also
but they're
think,
not his number one most
Because
streamed.
Family Matters and Push Ups are Drake's 1 and 2, and they're talking
Okay.
about Drake.
They're not. So what are 3 and 4?
Best I ever had it nonstop.
Okay, so but that's what I'm saying. It's like those. Yes, the last 4 of Kendrick or shit he put out 2 weeks ago. The last 4 of Drake's aren't things that he put out 2 weeks ago.
half of the 4. are-
Okay, half of the
Yeah.
4.
He only
but
dropped 2.
He dropped 4 songs.
Exactly.
He didn't
And-
put Hard Part 6 on
Oh,
streaming,
okay. Well then.
and he didn't put
and
Taylor Made.
Made.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Kendrick is not like us, like that Euphoria Meet the Grims.
that's bad. I think that's bad.
We don't know why they're the top 4 because they're actually fucking good and niggas are listening.
And
to
they
it.
can be good, but
But that's not his all-time streaming numbers. Like his all-time is probably still Swimming Pools or
And
Love
Humble-
or
it's Humble.
Humble. Yeah.
I don't know.
DNA.
I don't know then. But if it took Drake to make you get up off your ass and make this like I don't know. I just feel like that. Like it's not. Like I don't know. It's like why did it take for a rap beef for you to start making music for your fans? Like you know what I mean? Like what was it? Like when did Mr. Morale come out? Last year? 2 years ago? 2 years? And it's like, and even before that, you weren't making music. So it's like,
does that. He's always been like that.
okay, and
It's
that's
not nothing new.
it's fine, but it's just like if you're gonna call yourself the big me, I need to hear some shit like often, not often, but like you know what I
No,
mean.
but
If
that's
you're-
Drake's problem, though. He releases too much music in too short periods of time.
I guess so. I don't
Like,
know.
make your music sound good and then drop it. Drake drops the same shit the last 3-4 albums.
I guess I
Just
don't.
puts a different spin or
I
a
don't
different
know.
accent.
Well, I
With a
want to
different accent.
I want to give credit to Kendrick and Drake. Round of applause for 2 titans of the game. Y'all went at it, and I got to give Drake his credit. He didn't shy away. Like he was like, nah.
Yeah, I give him
nigga.
respect for not
He
shying
said,
away.
he said, nah, nigga, you following through, and he followed through, and then he quit. But like,
he two slide right out of that
Yeah.
shit.
All right, 2C.
I think you gave us a hell of a weekend. You gave us like cultural content that will like people will talk about for years to
Shout out
come.
Drake for
And we lived right through the history of it. So shout out to Drake, shout out to Kendrick.
shout out Drake for making Kendrick mad enough and hate that nigga enough to drop Euphoria and Not Like Us. I will be partying for that shit for the rest of my days. I hate the way you walk, the way you talk. I
Now,
hate the way you dress.
One more thing on this topic.
Go ahead.
How do you think this affects Cole's legacy? I've seen a lot of people.
cooked.
He's not cooked.
A lot of
He's
people have been
cooked.
making memes about
He said he's on the beach. You seen the picture of him on the beach?
on the beach. There was
Yo.
that clip from SpongeBob where's Mrs. Puff walking, And it's like, I can't wait to have the rest of that pasta. It was like Cole on a Thursday night now that he's not involved in this beef. Like,
I will say that
the memes have been funny.
I will say that he played it safe though, because he must have knew it was gonna be like this. Yeah,
Schoolboy Q told him like,
Nigga
yo,
had
this is
foresight.
about to get crazy.
You
like-
seen that video, you know, of like Saving Private Ryan? And that scene where the guy's like, he's like trying to like
With
murder, and this boy's like standing on the stairs.
The staircase scene where he stabs him through the heart.
Yeah,
and, he just
and then
walks
the guy
by.
walks down
I
the
didn't see the
stairs,
meme,
and
though.
then,
Nigga, Adonis sent it. That's why I
Yeah.
said
I
that.
didn't open it.
but it's like it was Jake it was J. Cole hearing Drake like getting stabbed, and then Kendrick walking down the stairs, and then just looking
That
at him.
scene in
And
Private
you just
Ryan
see him
is
like look
crazy.
back,
OD.
and they just keep going, and then J. Cole
'Cause
is
he was
like,
like,
crying,
yo,
like
yeah.
shivering.
You've never
I
seen the
gotta-
movie? Yeah.
Oh,
all
I'm
right,
saying.
yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Nigga said I didn't
But yeah,
open it.
I respect J. Cole for bowing out.
Cause Adonis be like 2 days late on shit. Yo, you seen that Drake?
I
came
did
out
see
with
it.
Drake?
I saw it before that, but I like to acknowledge niggas. I'll do
I
that.
do sometimes,
Yeah.
but like he be getting me tight sometimes. He just be like, "So have you heard that somebody got shot in front of Drake's house 12 hours after the fact?" It's like, I get it. He be locked in the basement, but like
Yo,
the news gets to him late.
Yeah.
circulates.
Nah, niggas were saying J. Cole was having nightmares of hearing nigga bum. So that's why he bowed out. Niggas said he couldn't sleep.
I remember you was conflicted.
Does this not affect Cole? Do you think this does affect Cole?
It does
Like,
affect him a little bit.
Just a
I know I
little.
was saying
Not
he was cooked. I
enough,
was
though.
joking, but it definitely affects him.
when he's on that,
I'm the best nigga around. Yeah, you can't say that ever again. We don't want to hear it.
But in his defense,
no.
I don't think J. Cole would stray from a beef from a with a nigga he
lyrical
doesn't
beef.
like.
Yeah.
Kendrick doesn't
If
like
Lil
Drake.
Pump,
So
if
obviously,
Lil Pump this J. Cole, he coming right at him. But it's
well,
like nigga, Lil
because
Pump.
he was just on tour with Drake for months, he couldn't he had to take Drake's side. So I feel like he knew I have a verse on that next Future and Metro album. I would look crazy coming back at all these niggas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Plus two, he was saying, yo, Kendrick's my nigga. Like, I don't want to have to do this. And like I said,
it's
it
also-
has to escalate.
It's also J.
So-
Cole making that track and then doubling down by taking it off.
But he made the album say I might delete this later. So he was clearly confused.
Yeah, but no. He tried to say Kendrick shit was trash.
That's another thing about 7 Minute Drill. It was disingenuous. It was disingenuous. Saying that to put niggas to sleep, J. Cole.
Yeah. Last nigga to be talking like that.
J. Cole. J. Cole.
KOD, bro.
You don't have a single album, mixtape, song that is better than To Pimp a Butterfly.
You better stop for you go viral again. Yeah.
He don't, though.
You better stop for you go viral
Cole,
again.
I'm a fan. You
I'm
don't
a
have
Born
a
Center-
single.
Yeah.
You don't have a single body of work that is better than To
Here-
Pimp a
yeah.
Butterfly.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
I tell J. Cole
And
fans
Cole,
this all the
I
time.
fuck with you. I would argue Cole doesn't have an album better than Kendrick's. Any of Kendrick's albums. I would make that argument. A single album. Cole has better mixtapes. He has classic mixtapes. You know what I mean? He has Friday Night Lights and
I fuck with
J.
Forest Hill
Cole not
Drive.
even the best rapper in his
warm-up.
label.
Forest Hill Drive.
everybody fucks with Forest Hill Drive.
That's not my
JP.
favorite album. Born Center is.
Everybody fucks with
What
Forest
Kendrick
Hills
album
Drive,
is
dude.
Forest Hill Drive better than?
Oh,
Not counting Untitled Unmastered.
I wouldn't know.
You said what?
He
What-
don't be listening to Dot like that.
What
That's
Kendrick
what you're trying
album
to
is better than
Na-
what?
name. Well, you probably don't listen to Kendrick like that either. But what
No, I
what
mean-
Kendrick album is
It's
not
worse.
is worse than 2014
2014.
Forest Hills? Because are you saying? Would you say that's the best representation
say-
for his discography?
You think
is
2014
that
is his
his
best
best
album?
album?
No.
What's his best
I like
album?
Born Center.
I think Born Center is
I
his
think
best album.
Born Center says
You
best.
think Born Center? You think Born Center? What do you think?
He doesn't know any Cole music. He said 2014.
What you mean? I thought you liked Cole music.
I do.
He
I
said
only-
24
I only
But you can't name an
2014.
album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
say
you think
2014? You say in 2014? I know you're not a Cole
for
nigga.
y'all,
For real. I know you're not a Cole
I'm
nigga.
listening to
for
Cole Summer.
Cole Summer.
real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it. Yes. Just stay there. just yeah.
like, what?
So y'all think Born Center? What album of Kendrick's is
Damn.
Born Center better than?
Oh.
Better than Damn?
Born Center is better
Better than Damn?
To me.
He lied. He lied.
I don't think Damn is that good. I don't think. I don't know.
Go listen to Duckworth, my boy.
I-
Go listen to Humble. Go listen to Loyalty.
Humble, yeah, throwing Humble out there is crazy, but like
What's
it's
wrong
one of
with
his
Humble?
biggest songs. I just think it's generic. Like
Go listen to DNA. Go listen to Loyalty.
I know all those songs, but
I like Cole a lot, and I like Born Sinner.
I like Damn. I just think it's not his strongest album.
You think Damn is Kendrick's worst album?
Yeah, I like Good Kid over it. I like To Pimp over it.
You listen to Miss Morale?
Oh, I actually
I think Mr. Morale is the worst album.
Okay, Okay.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just.
But that's a high bar.
Okay.
Mr. Morale's your worst album and still better than 90% of J. Cole's
All right.
discography.
Well, I don't know. But
If that's your opinion, though,
that's just.
I don't
want
to shame you out of it.
Yeah,
like,
no,
if you
that's
feel
what.
that way.
You sound crazy, but we're gonna have to clip this.
Sure. Yeah. One down. All right.
That shit is
One
crazy.
down,
Damn.
I feel like Damn is like that's like his hype beast fucking album. That's when all the Kendrick.
J. Cole said that's when Kendrick peaked was Damn.
I think he might have had the best mixture of like his B-side, like conscious records mixed with like hit records. So that might be that, and that was probably Kendrick at his peak of popularity. Like 2017, Kendrick was hot.
Yeah.
He outsold Drake that year.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, people are gonna be like, "Oh, Drake dropped More Life. That was a playlist." Shut the fuck up. It was a body of work, and he outsold.
It's a playlist.
I don't know,
No.
but
And he won his Pulitzer for that, though he should have won it for To Pimp.
To
but
Pimp, yeah.
whatever.
And Drake also did that shit too. He's like, "Oh, Kendrick opened his mouth, give him a Pulitzer Prize or some shit like that." But he said a Pulitzer Prize shit too on another song.
He said something. I think it was
He's
Hard
like,
Part 6. He was talking about the Pulitzer winners scrambling or something.
Bro, nigga, that sound
He
like
was.
jealousy.
He said a lot of
Sound like
stuff on there that
jealousy.
sounded like jealousy. Like, I feel like they're both a little envious of each other for different things. I feel
Kendrick
like
not envious of that nigga.
you can't speak on behalf of another man. This is just my personal
you can say
take.
you're jealous.
Well, no. You're saying
it looks-
definitively.
it
I'm
looks
just
like-
saying
yeah.
I think that they both have a little bit. I think Kendrick, even though he knows his lane and where he excels, I think Kendrick's a little.
Yeah,
He'd
he'd like to be bigger.
It's a healthy jealousy. I don't think it's like
he's one of the biggest artists on this planet.
I don't think
Yes,
it's like
but-
I don't think it's like true envy. I think it's just like a healthy jealousy. Like, oh, I do kind of wish sometimes I could make like a God's Plan record and get something
He
playing.
didn't
in the
even
club.
write that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Point of what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Stop that shit.
Point of what
Literal
I'm
Man.
saying. Yeah, Captain Literal Man. I feel like point of what I'm saying
That's
is
you.
I feel like Kendrick wishes he had a little bit more the same kind of success as Drake sometimes, and I feel like sometimes Drake wishes he had the critical respect that Kendrick has, in my opinion. Because him saying the stuff about the Grammys and the Pulitzers, he says he doesn't care about the Grammys, right? But I
That
think
nigga be caring,
part
bro.
of him
It's backhanded compliment.
part of him does wish he was
yeah.
because like Drake has like what 2 or 3 Grammys, Kendrick has like 17. You know what I mean? It's like some
Not
people
the
are
same
just
league.
critical darlings. Like Kanye's always been a critical darling. Like Kendrick, like and
Because niggas drop good bodies of work. What Kendrick say? That's one of my classics. You don't have one. He doesn't have a classic.
that also I think is maybe a
he
little
doesn't
disingenuous.
have one. He
I think-
does not have one.
I think Drake has a classic,
What
at least
classic?
one,
And you gonna say Take Care?
Of course.
or
Come on,
nothing was the
man.
same,
Come on.
or it might be nothing was the same.
You hate to hear anything. Like, look,
It's not
niggas give you an
true.
and you're like, "Ugh," it's like,
not
bro.
true.
I think Drake has a classic somewhere in his disc. So far
Look how he's
gone.
saying
So
somewhere.
far gone is definitely a classic mixtape. So that is a classic. You have a classic.
Classic album.
All right, I don't know.
Didn't we
Who
touch
cares?
upon this?
Yeah, who cares?
We
to be honest.
talked about it. We've
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah.
Drake till we're blue in the face.
Niggas don't have classics.
So overall, you think J. Cole will kind of be unaffected by this?
he's affected already.
In the long run, yeah, because people are just like, yeah, it was a smart decision, and I agree. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he chose peace, and that, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It wasn't sitting right on my spirit.
Yeah, and it's like he not even like he was ducking the fade, but it's just like as far as like it's like I don't care about what's about to come. Like that's like you know how I literally feel about the beef. I think he made the right decision on just like y'all got it, y'all could, yeah, like you know what I mean. He was just like, peace out, I'm good on it. So,
Well, again, kudos to all involved.
I'm surprised he hasn't came for Future because Drake.
Well, that's how you know
He was
niggas respect Future on a different level. Because he said, man, that Pluto shit, we never been through it.
yeah,
And that's all. That's all he said about Future. Like,
But he dissed Future on What Will Pluto Do? That's a diss song to Future.
Yeah.
Well,
That is a diss song to Future.
it's not a diss song to him. He's trolling him. Like he's saying like, haha, what would Future do? Fuck this bitch, so I did it. But he's not like saying Future, you're ugly or so. He's not like saying
Yeah, I
something
guess
personal.
So like, why would Future go out his way and make a whole album with Metro Boomin? And
That some things behind the scenes that happen that we might not know.
they
listen.
said it's over a bitch at the end of the day.
They say that, but like,
Hey, we're not. Yeah, we're cutting that out this season.
no.
Yeah.
No.
We're cutting that.
No.
We're not
Surprisingly,
calling.
Malik
We're not
has
calling.
not said that word
No, fuck
today.
me not.
In this
Well,
episode.
there's been no topics to initiate that within him. Once we get back about talking about women next episode, don't worry. Bitch. Yeah.
Well, my stink meter.
Yeah.
Yo.
He gonna be fighting it. What do you think about 50-50?
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
The
We'll be
way I
back to
haven't seen.
regular-
Yeah.
We'll be back to regularly
Yo,
scheduled
on the
programming.
timeline. The way I haven't seen any tweets like that for the last couple of weeks has
Yeah,
been
'cause
great.
Kendrick and
Niggas,
Drake.
yeah,
It's
Kendrick
been
and
great.
Drake. Niggas
But that's
been
also
entertained.
another reason why I stayed off the internet. Like that's all my timeline was, and that's why I was just like, this is whack.
Yeah.
I was like, this is whack.
Hilarious,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't want to scroll down. And
Well, I'm
just see-
getting I get a healthy combo of like basketball too. I've been getting some good basketball stuff.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because like this beef was like overshadowing playoff games while they were happening.
Facts.
Like
The
it'd be-
Clippers losing?
Yeah.
And not being noticed? The Clippers got
that was speaking of memes. The one with Homelander who was like, all right. It was like the Clippers looking at everybody on the timeline talking about Kendrick.
matters.
Yeah, rather than them getting 3-1.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like once you start interfering with my gaming, stuff, I'll be like, you gotta go. Let me get off it. Yeah. You interfering with my
even,
gaming
like,
memes.
that's what I'm like. There were like people
why you laughing?
outside of hip hop talking about that. There
You
were
can
like
tell you, I send this nigga a million gaming memes a day. Maybe what was it? Master hand on his way to whoop Mario's ass.
The
Nah, I
memes,
saw that later. That was funny.
the memes are crazy.
That was hilarious.
Master hand.
The memes are insane.
But yeah. So we appreciate you guys watching, listening to our opinions on this extensive topic once again, and we're not talking about it ever again because I'm over it. But I'm sure we will eventually. Welcome.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
super sorry.
He was
The
ending the
greatest
episode.
winner of this beef was Twitter. If you was not on Twitter, not on social media,
Nigga, you're not on Twitter.
Yeah. You be
Nigga,
scared
you
to be
seen-
on
you
Twitter.
seen this?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
All
seen
right.
the
Yeah.
person that sent that tweet to that group chat? It was me.
I was like, nigga, you're not on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Twitter won.
I
Yeah,
know.
I got
Yeah.
burners, nigga.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Fuck these social media accounts.
Own your truth, King.
I don't like being on either one of them.
Twitter
shits.
has me in tears
It
every
does,
day.
yo. I mean, tears
Twitter, like,
during
bro,
this shit.
This
This shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Twitter was the grand winner. Niggas could say the labels.
And the labels, yeah.
The labels was
Stay
making
woke.
money, blah, blah.
Stay woke. The labels will actually won.
I am going to call some family members to see if we got a check for that Teddy Pendergrass sample. But listen, man, Twitter is the grand winner of this shit. Nobody can debate it. It's undeniable. Twitter was on fire, and we don't know when it's ever going to be like that again. I promise you.
Imagine HBCU playing not like this.
They will.
Yeah.
Nigga, ESPN
actually
played
playing in minor.
Nigga,
Fuck 'em up.
The NBA,
I'm gonna do my stuff.
NBA game was going on commercial,
Yeah.
and they played Not Like Us the day it dropped.
Yeah, that's nuts, yeah.
Oh, he was like, disrespect Pac, nigga. I looked up real quick. I was like, wait a
They
minute.
did not say that on TNT.
Yeah.
Disrespect Pac, nigga.
It didn't say nigga, but it said you gonna let disrespect. They was talking and it was singing in the background.
Yeah.
If I find the clip, I'm gonna show it to you. It was crazy. I had to look up on my TV real
Certified pedophile. Wah.
Freaky ass nigga.
69 God. Anthony Edwards. Yeah. My God.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching. Welcome to season 3. We're back. We're better. And we are
Bigger
Hey,
and
yo.
blacker.
And bolder.
You literally don't look at me crazy now.
You
That's
look me
crazy.
Nah,
Why you-
you
That's
grown ass
crazy.
man. Look at me in my eyes, smiling, bigger, blacker.
quick. Told you, we already knew.
Yeah, freaky ass.
Freaky
nigga.
frog, yo.
He's a freaky frog. For
freaky
real.
frog.
Why is he around? We'll see y'all in the next episode.
Taste your bestiality, nigga.
So annoying.
I try my best to put you in a place where you feel like you're enough.
That's tough. I wanna keep you in a place where you feel that all your effort is enough. I feel the pressure, but I need it, it's a must. Think you're gonna leave, but I ain't seeing through your bluff. Life's rough, a little reassurance goes a long way, and now it's all you really want. You ain't got a front, I got your back until the sun blows up. Like what?
Ooh, I know that